Underdevelopment, and I give the floor to the representative of Angola.
Madam Chair, allow me to start by congratulating Guyana for its presidency of the Council during the month of June and for organizing this open debate on this issue of great global interest. Madam President, the nexus between poverty and the development and conflict is not only evident, it's deeply experienced by many developing countries, particularly in Africa. Recent history has shown that armed conflict and absence of peace do not merely interrupt progress, they generate cycles of non-development, leaving lasting scars on the social and economic fabric of nations. The protracted crisis, schools are destroyed and abandoned, health system collapse, agriculture production declines, productive infrastructure deteriorates, foreign investment evaporates, and the youth are left without hope, vulnerable to informality, criminality, and recruitment by armed groups. This is not merely underdevelopment. It is a systemic paralysis of human progress, requiring coordinated and sustained response that go beyond crisis management. Madam President, Angola strongly believes that the Pact for the Future, adopted in September 2024, provides a renewed political and moral framework to address the structural drivers of conflict. The Pact calls on the international community to invest in national capacities, inclusive institutions, and social cohesion as a fundamental pillars of peace. This vision must guide the work of this Council. Conflict prevention cannot be reduced to security response. It must include support for equity economic systems, democratic governance, education, gender equality, and access to basic services. Peace is not only the absence of war, it is the respect of human rights, the presence of justice, opportunities for all, and human dignity. As a country that endured decades of internal conflict and is now consolidating peace through national reconciliation and inclusive development, Angola knows that post-conflict recovery requires more than just disarmament. It entails structural transformation, rebuilding institutions, strengthening the rule of law, fostering trust in public authority, and ensuring that economic growth is widely shared. Madam President, combating poverty and promoting development is not just a matter of social justice and human solidarity. It is a need to achieve global peace and security. The World Social Report 2025 and the Global Multinational Poverty Index 2024 remind us that violent conflict is both a cause and a consequence of poverty. As G20 under Brazil's presidency has affirmed, protracted armed conflicts are deeply rooted in structural vulnerabilities, extreme poverty, inequality, unemployment, and lack of infrastructure. The Security Council has a clear conflict prevention mandate. Angola encourages the Council to take this responsibility seriously by addressing the early signs of social collapse and economic marginalization before violence erupts. We must move from reaction to anticipation, from fragmentation to integration, from short-term responses to long-term vision. Madam President, Angola values preventive diplomacy as an essential element to avoid conflicts and the importance of multifaceted cooperation to mobilize coordinated international support to prevent conflicts and consolidate peace and development. In this sense, we would like to highlight the importance of giving an enhanced role to the UN Peacebuilding Commission. To conclude, as an active player in conflict prevention, management, and resolution, Angola remains ready to work closely with the UN in the diplomatic efforts to find a peaceful, sustainable, and inclusive solution to crises, particularly in Africa. I thank you.
I thank the representative of Angola for his statement.